Hey everyone, before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any real-life stories like this. Also, I'd love to hear what you think. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Now, let me tell you what happened to me. It started with a text that didn't make sense. Can't wait to see you tonight, face blowing a kiss. From my wife, Jenna. I was already at the party she had insisted we attend together, but there was something in her tone, the way the words felt just slightly off, that made a chill run down my spine. At first, I laughed it off. Maybe I was being paranoid, but the feeling stayed with me. The night began normally enough. Friends mingled, laughter floated over the dim lights, and music pulsed through the hall. Jenna seemed distant, though. She laughed when others made jokes, but I noticed her eyes scanning the room, flicking quickly, almost nervously. I tried to shake it off, thinking maybe she was just shy tonight, but then her phone buzzed. She slipped it into her clutch without showing me. It wasn't until later that I noticed the subtle signs. A whispered conversation in a corner, her voice barely audible, the way she seemed to avoid my touch, her forced smiles when she passed by a certain group of people. My stomach tightened every time I saw her texting someone, and I started questioning myself. Was I imagining it? Was I just insecure? Then came the little things that should have broken me sooner. A missed call from her best friend. She refused to answer in front of me. A text notification she quickly deleted as I turned toward her. Her perfume. Sweet, familiar, but mixed with something else. Something that reminded me of another man's cologne. Every instinct screamed that something was wrong, but I clung to hope, to the love I thought we shared. By 11 p.m., the unease became unbearable. I found a quiet corner and took out my phone. I didn't know what I'd do, but I needed to know. When I replayed the videos, I quietly started recording. My heart dropped. Jenna wasn't just talking or flirting. She was touching someone else in ways I had never expected, laughing at jokes I hadn't heard, leaning in with a warmth that used to be mine. The sound of her laughter, so familiar, now pierced me like glass. I didn't confront her immediately. I watched from my hiding spot, feeling my chest tighten, every memory we had shared flashing in my mind. Our first apartment, late-night talks, the trips we planned. I could almost hear myself asking, how did this happen? How did I miss it? The more I saw, the more the love and pain tangled inside me until it was impossible to separate them. Finally, I couldn't bear it anymore. I walked up to her, my hand shaking slightly, the camera rolling silently in my pocket. Jenna, what's going on? My voice was steadier than I felt. She froze, and for a moment, I thought she might deny it. But then, the guilt in her eyes was undeniable. I didn't mean for it to happen, she whispered. It just did. There was no elaborate excuse, no justification, just raw, messy honesty. I wanted to yell, to throw things, but the weight of reality pinned me down. I realized then that love didn't protect me from betrayal. We left the party together, but the silence between us was louder than any words. At home, she tried to explain, and I listened. Not because I wanted to forgive her, but because I needed to understand. She spoke of loneliness, of mistakes, of moments she wished she could take back. And I remember the mornings when she would hold me tight, the plans we whispered in the dark, the laughter that used to feel like home. Every memory now stung. By morning, I made a decision. I couldn't stay in a life that was built on lies. I told her I needed space, that we needed to be apart to heal, even if it killed me inside. She cried, I cried, and for the first time, I felt the kind of heartbreak that reshapes you. Walking away was the hardest thing I've ever done. But as the sun rose, painting the city in soft gold, I felt a quiet strength settling over me. I realized that betrayal doesn't erase love. It teaches you where it isn't enough, and where self-respect must come first. I kept the recordings, not as revenge, but as proof to myself that I survived something that could have broken me. I've been rebuilding slowly, learning to trust myself again, to honor my own heart, and understand that love sometimes ends not with a bang, but with the quiet recognition that it's time to let go. I'll carry the lessons with me, the memories both beautiful and painful, and I'll move forward stronger than I was before. So, if you're watching this and have been through betrayal, know that it's possible to survive. It's possible to heal. and it's possible to find strength in the pieces you never thought you'd be able to pick up. Thanks for listening to my story. Don't forget to subscribe and share your thoughts in the comments. I really want to hear how you would have handled it.